In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to replace the alarm siren module on the Mercedes W211 chassis. You'll notice symptoms of a bad siren module if you see that your car is randomly flashing the lights or that it makes weird squeaking noises. For tools, you will need a trim removal tool, a pair of snips, an 8mm socket, a 10mm socket, a 17mm socket to get the wheel off, and a T35 Torx bit with the tip hollowed out. You will also need a 13mm socket and an 8mm M8 nut for the new siren. Here are the two sirens pictured side by side, and I have the new part number on screen. Basically, on the old siren, there's corrosion on the circuit board or the battery leaks, and it leads to the siren failing as a whole. Once the car is jacked up and the wheel is removed, you'll be working in the front driver's side wheel well area. You begin removing the fender liner by undoing the 10mm plastic nuts. There are also two 8mm fasteners on the bottom side of the fender liner. To increase ease of removal of the fender liner, remove nearside fasteners on the under tray of the car using that 8mm socket. Next, you want to remove the plastic fasteners holding on the bottom of the fender liner. Once all the fasteners and nuts are removed, you can begin removing the fender liner by peeling on the near side and navigating around all the studs that stick through. The siren module is located in the back part of the fender well, and you can start removing it by taking out the three 8mm nuts. With that T35 bit, you can unbolt the siren from its casing. Next, you want to cut the zip ties that wrap around the cable going to the siren. After that, you can slide the siren out of its casing and disconnect the wire. The new siren unit is a little bit smaller and we'll have to mount it using an 8mm nut. Tighten with a 13mm socket. Reconnect the wire to the new siren unit. Next, you want to zip tie the wire back into the factory position. Next, you want to place the siren unit with its casing back up in the top of the fender and tighten it down with the 8mm socket and the three 8mm nuts. Now you can bring the fender liner back in and start pushing it in along the fender side, the front side. And once you have the front side in, you can navigate around those studs in the back and start attaching the 10mm nuts. Also, you want to reattach the 8mm fasteners on the bottom of the fender liner and any fasteners on the under trays of the car using the 8mm socket. Next, you want to reattach the plastic fasteners with the trim tool. Torque the wheel and you're done. Thanks for watching. If you like videos like this, please subscribe and give a like.